What is up, YouTube? It is Isaiah. Yes, sir. I am back with another video. So today I just want to talk about my lifestyle, how I got it to this level, and what it's like living every day as monk mode. Now, I say every day as monk mode, but it's not a challenge for me. It's not hard to do. I know in the past I had a desire to want to live a certain way, but I had to really deconstruct a lot of my old behaviors to get to where I am now. In the past, I used to have a itching to want to go out and party. I had like an itch to just want to go out and drink, or want to go out and see people, or I had an itch to like want to be around people. I always had a serious case of FOMO at all times. Like every time the weekend rolled around, I was wondering what other people were doing, and I was wondering what I could be doing if I was out. I didn't even have to go out with anybody. I could go out by myself. Like, I'm just a sociable person like that. I could go out by myself and just have a great time. But I always knew, like deep down in my heart, when you are living incongruent with like your morals and your beliefs, it causes stress on you, and you start to hate yourself, and you start to not like yourself. And I obviously didn't like hating myself, but I did because of a lot of the things that I was doing and because of the way I was living. Now I'm to a point to where I do the same exact thing every single day. Nobody from my past life has my number. Nobody that I grew up with, nobody that I was friends with, even the good friends, none of them have my number. None of them know where I live. And I did that on purpose, because I know what it takes to change. And I know that in order to step into that new version of yourself, you have to be willing to let the past go completely. And you have to be willing to make sacrifices in order to go through that season of separation that it takes for you to reach the next level, or for you to become the person you're wanting to become. And so this is the same thing I do every day. I wake up, I journal, I read my book, I read my Bible, I pray, I make my bed, and I do 100 push-ups. That is my morning routine. Over the past 3 years, I've just been obsessed with like the perfect morning routine, because morning routines are the cheat code to life. I think I've talked about that in a previous video of mine. They are the cheat code to get whatever you want to accomplish in life. You do it in a morning routine, right? And this is based off of the compound effect. So I also want to recommend another book. I always recommend this book every single day, all the time. This book helped me change my life. Atomic Habits by James Clear. If you haven't read it, go read it. Tiny changes, remarkable results. And basically, what he means by that is you do one thing every single day, and over time that builds and it creates this massive result. And so that's why I say morning routines are the cheat code to life. So for instance, me reading a book. Just because I read my book in the morning, a minimum of 2 pages, most days I read more, but just a minimum of 2 pages, eventually I'm gonna start reading a certain number of books every year or every month, whatever. I read my Bible every day, just one chapter or even one passage. Eventually you're gonna read the whole Bible. You do push-ups every day, eventually you're going to get stronger. And so morning routines, morning rituals are the cheat code to life. And so, like I said, I've been obsessed with the perfect morning routine for like the past 3 years. I've done insane morning routines before. I used to always jog a mile in the morning. I used to wake up at 4 in the morning. I used to take cold showers in the morning every single day. But I got it down to a science to where my perfect morning routine right now for me is the one I described. I wake up, I journal, I read my book, I read my Bible, I pray, and I do my 100 push-ups, and I make my bed. That is the perfect morning routine for me. So every day I do that morning routine, and immediately after I'm done doing my 100 push-ups, I get in my chair and I'm at this desk for the entirety of the day. I might step outside and get some sunlight, warm my feet, warm my hands, whatever, because it gets kind of chilly in here. But that is my day. And then after I'm done, and I have a structure with my work schedule as well, I'll probably start work. Like, I'll get at my desk. It differs sometimes, but on average, I get here at like 7 o'clock, right? Some days earlier, maybe some days later. But on average, I'm here at 7 o'clock. I do all my important work first. I make all my follow-up calls. I analyze any deals. And then towards about 2 or 3 o'clock, I'll start doing lead generation. I'll have my 50 phone calls. As soon as I'm done with that, that's when I start working on YouTube. I start focusing on editing videos, creating shorts, things like that. And then I'll also talk to all of my subscribers. I'll check in with them because there are a few of you that are working really hard towards your first wholesale deal. And I love giving you guys advice and like just giving you some critiquing and some of the things that you're doing. And I love just being a part of you guys' life and a part of you guys' journey. So, and then after that, after I make whatever video, edit whatever video, talk to my subscribers, talk to whoever else I have a meeting with, then I'm in my bed and I journal before I go to sleep, and I just go to sleep. I go to sleep probably on average around 9 o'clock, 9 or 10 o'clock. And I do that every single day. Every single day is like that. I never leave the house. The only time I leave the house is to go get groceries, you know, go get food, or that's it. That's the only time I'll ever leave the house. And I'm content with that. I've worked so hard to get here. Not here as in this physical place, but like here as in like what I'm doing in my life. Like, I've worked so hard to build the characteristics that I now have, because I know like I've been wanting this for so long. I've wanted to live this productive lifestyle for so long. I live a very minimalist lifestyle. Like I said, I don't go anywhere, and I just love it, bro. I'm genuinely, I love it, because I've been caught in this destructive lifestyle for so much. Being here now, it just makes me feel happy, and it makes me feel at peace. And I love impacting other people's lives, and I know that I am able to impact other people's lives by being as productive as I possibly can, and by being on my mission and by being on my journey. Throughout the whole 3 years of me changing my life around, coming from drugs and drug addiction, in and out of jail, destructive lifestyle, hurting my family so much, betraying my friends, coming from all of that and just turning my life around, complete 180, I've learned that the best way for me to have a positive impact on myself, my loved ones, and other people around me and other people who watch me is to be on my grind every single day and to be as productive as possible and to constantly improve myself every single day. I know that from experience. Some people don't understand how much impact their words and their actions and their thoughts have on not just themselves, but other people around them. The words you say and the things that you do, people watch that, and it impacts them even on a subconscious level. And that's something I've been learning through doing all the shadow work, because another reason that I came out here to be alone and to cut everybody off from my past is so I can go to war with myself, because there was a lot of things and a lot of destructive habits in my life that I was doing that I hated. Coming here, confronting myself, where I have nowhere to run, I have nowhere to hide. It's just me versus me out here. I learned how to not distract myself with meaningless pleasures. I learned how to look at myself for who I was and look at the things I did for what they were. And I was able to just overcome them. I'm able to deal with all of those issues without the distraction. When I was at home, I was always distracted. I was always talking to somebody every single day. I was always doing something. I was always going somewhere. I always had something to do. I always had somebody to talk to, or somebody was always talking to me, or somebody was always blowing up my phone. And now that I'm out here with none of that, now it's just me. No more distractions. And I'm just very grateful that I just get this opportunity to work on myself the way I have these past, it's only been like 40, 50 days. My relationship with God has improved. My relationship with myself has improved drastically. And I'm very grateful for all of those things. For the longest time, I always wanted to be in a relationship. And a relationship is a good thing. It's good to be in a relationship. But for me, for the longest time, I wanted to be in a relationship for the wrong reasons, like validation and distraction and physical reasons as well. And those were all the wrong reasons to be in a relationship. But now it's like I'm starting to see the value of a relationship and the value of the relationship that I have with myself. That comes first before trying to be in a romantic relationship with somebody else. And just being out here and living every day the same and living in monk mode, it's helped me to realize those things. I realize that the relationship you have with yourself is going to project out into every other relationship you have, whether it's platonic or romantic, whatever. I just wanted to make that point that maybe if you're going through something similar, maybe you are living a lifestyle that you don't like or doesn't agree with your morals and beliefs. Maybe the best thing for you to do is look in the mirror, face yourself, realize the things you don't like about yourself, and then go to war with yourself. But in the end, you have to realize you have to learn how to love yourself. And that's a big part of doing shadow work. You're facing your shadow. And a lot of people deny their shadow. But when you become whole, you embrace your shadow. You embrace the things that you don't like about yourself. Not that you totally indulge in all of the things, but it's that you look at them that, you know, maybe you were hurt from the past and just realize that it's okay. You know, love yourself like that love that you've never experienced before, or the love that you wanted from somebody else. You have to love yourself that way. And that's just one of the biggest things. I've had a lot of breakthroughs doing shadow work out here, but the main thing I wanted to talk about is monk mode every single day. It's not a challenge for me. And I didn't get here overnight. It took years of me like practicing morning routines, practicing discipline, practicing consistency. I couldn't even imagine this like 3 years ago. Like I always envisioned it and I knew that it's what I wanted, but the way that I was living was so in opposition to that. But anyways, I hope you guys got some value out of this video. If you liked it, if you connected to it, if it made you think, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, comment. I'm dropping videos weekly talking about my wholesale journey, my self-improvement journey, and just life in general. If you guys want free wholesaling contracts or if you want advice about wholesaling, just email me. My email is going to be in the description. Keep working hard, keep improving your life, and stay motivated.